Welcome back. I want to talk a little bit today about what I do with bariatric surgery clients in my practice. My first introduction to treating bariatric surgery clients in my practice came in the form of what I think of as bariatric failures. Clients who had surgery, lost significant amounts of weight, and then gained it all back again, and then some. I represented their last chance of ever getting it right. Most of them, and most of all bariatric patients, if not all of them, have tried just about everything in terms of diet prior to actually committing to that surgery. And when that fails too, they feel pretty hopeless. A lot of despair. And the reason that it fails is because these clients counted on that surgery to change everything, which of course it doesn't. It changes something, all right, chiefly the sheer amount of food that we can consume in one sitting without feeling awful or throwing it back up. What it doesn't change is the mental side of things, the mental landscape, the entire mindset that supported obesity in the first place. Now, anyone who has ever heard me talk about weight loss, weight management, those sorts of things knows that I'm most interested in the mental part. As far as nutrition, diet, food combinations, tracking calories, I probably don't know a lot more than most of my clients. They don't need for me to tell them how to diet. They've done that for years. They don't need me to show them anything like that. They need me to show them how to reprogram the brain, the entire mindset, the operating system in the human brain that controls food intake. Now, I use strategies that are blended from the most powerful psychological techniques ever devised, CBT and NLP, cognitive behavioral theory and neuro-linguistic programming. And I use those to help my clients create an entirely new mindset, one that supports a lean physique. In many respects, it's a lot like learning a whole new language, which I affectionately refer to as learning the language of lean. Now, over the years, I've helped countless clients to once and for all transcend their old thinking habits and install a new system that really works. And not just to lose weight, but to master the art of optimizing one's entire physique, body, and brain to create the very best version of self. And as with anything, I suppose, when you prove that something works, word tends to get around. Now, honestly, I haven't done a lick of advertising. It's all word of mouth from satisfied, or should I say elated, customers. Ultimately, I wound up on the short list of recommended therapists at Lutheran Hospital's Behavioral Bariatric Center here in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Funny how that works out. So no, I didn't go looking for bariatric surgery patients. They came looking for me. And I've kind of fallen in love with that procedure and all that it means. I'm fascinated by the body, especially the brain. It never ceases to amaze me how the brain works against even the most radical of procedures, like bariatric surgery, to maintain status quo within the system. And today, bariatric surgery clients, those that are before, during, or after the actual surgery, have actually become a very prominent sector of my caseload. Bariatric failures don't have to be told what they did wrong. They know. They know when they show up at my door that they're looking for a mental side of living lean. And whether they're contemplating the surgery or they're going through it right now or on the backside, there's plenty of mental work to be done. And I'm intrigued by the curious interplay between inflicting a physical limitation, like bariatric surgery does, and invoking that mental transformation. What's clear to me is that the surgery opens a window into the mental gearbox that proves pretty elusive to open in non-bariatric surgery clients. There really is something amazing that happens, but that window only stays open for so long. and then it starts to close. And this is the power of the bariatric surgery. It pries open this window, allowing for mental transformations to actually begin. But without powerful strategies to install the new operating system while that window is wide open, sadly, the window closes, leaving the client totally disillusioned and disappointed, and in many cases just as heavy, if not heavier, than they were before. So I see what I do as completely disabling that window crank, so to speak, so the window can never close again. And this is accomplished by working diligently to install the new operating system and effectively disable the old system and leave that window wide open. As most people might surmise, this process is about way more than just losing weight. It's about restoring everything to pristine condition. Body image, attitude, productivity, fitness, stamina. The very best version of self in every possible way. Mind, body, and spirit. And one final thing here for post-bariatric disappointments. Although that window closes, I have found that it doesn't get latched all the way shut. This is good news. If you have failed and are on your way back to your old self, don't despair. You still have a physical restriction, courtesy of that bariatric surgery, that will work for you. All is not lost. We can actually pop that window back open much, much easier than those who have never had the surgery. Now, it won't be quite as easy as when the window was first flung open, of course, but significantly easier than not having had the surgery at all. So even if you've plateaued, started to gain, or even gained it all back, you still own the tool that you bought with your surgery, that physical restriction. You still have a major advantage to show for the pain that you endured in that surgery. You just need a little bit of intensive coaching to make that advantage work for you. And again, that's the mental component of the process. So if you're interested in any facet of the bariatric surgery treatment process or are anywhere on that post or pre-bariatric surgery continuum, give me a shout. I would love to share with you the powerful mental strategies to get and to maintain your best version of self.